Hey everyone, this is the Shadow Reader. For today's video, I have the pleasure of being joined by my friend Viidith22. For this collaboration, he and I have each narrated 2 Micropastas and split them into 2 videos. So in this video, you'll hear 1 Micropasta narrated by me and 1 Micropasta narrated by Viidith22. On his channel, you'll find a similar video, also containing 1 pasta narrated by me and 1 pasta narrated by him. Definitely go check out his channel and the other half of our collab video once you finish watching this one. I'll leave a link to it in the description. So please, enjoy our collaboration. I am falling. I have been falling for... I don't even know anymore. A few million years? It doesn't even matter. Time is meaningless in the infinite. There's really not much of a story to tell. I was just sitting at home. There was a pain in my chest, and I was falling. At first, I started screaming, and waited for my skull to shatter on the ground. It didn't happen. It was a few days later when I finally realized this might not be ending anytime soon. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything right. I didn't do anything. And yet, I am falling. I can see nothing but the empty blackness of whatever I am falling down. I can hear nothing but the air whizzing past my ears. I suppose there must be air down here, wherever here is. I can smell nothing except my decaying and withered body. I can feel my skin fractured and broken, some parts of me worn away into nothingness by the fall. I've gotten used to the pain. It's more interesting than the eternity of nothing, I suppose. Screaming? I gave that up after a century or 2. No point. Not that there's much else to do. Maybe I'll die one day. Whatever awaits me there has to be better than this. Really, the only thing that actually scares me at this point is that I'm already dead.
I've been blind since birth. This, in and of itself, is not what this is about, but it's a crucial part of the story. Throughout my life, I've used lots of different kinds of assistive technology. Braille keyboards, voice command apps, adapted smartphones. Recently, I tried human echolocation for the first time in my life. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's a technique emulating that of how bats find their prey in the dark. By making clicking noises with your mouth, you're able to hear the sound bounce off of objects that it hits, and in that way, see where the objects are. A friend of mine, let's call her Jay, had seen a couple of videos about it on YouTube, and asked me if I'd ever tried it. I told her that I hadn't, though I had heard about it. Long story short, I decided to test it out. It took a lot of concentration at first, but after a few days, I felt like I was starting to get the hang of it. The next time I met Jay, she sounded excited, and congratulated me when I told her I was doing really well. Practice makes perfect, and I was able to avoid any major obstacles without much trouble. We went to the park, and Jay asked me to demonstrate what I could see around us with my current abilities. I laughed and told her that I'm not exactly Daredevil, but that I'd give it a go. After a few clicks, I told her I thought there was a small wall or building to our left, and a tall thing in front of us. It was blurrier for me to make out, so I guessed it was some kind of brush. Jay got quiet then, and had a hint of worry in her voice when she spoke again. Well, you're right about the wall, but there's nothing in front of us at all. Just grass. I froze. I knew that I was a beginner at this, but the sound clearly bounced off of something. It was much taller than a person and only a few steps in front of us. Could I have messed up what I heard that bad? I started to laugh it off with Jay and said that I apparently wasn't ready to go out and fight crime just yet. Feeling very uneasy, I hurried us away from there, and we continued our walk. By the time she dropped me off at home, she seemed to have forgotten all about it. Although, I doubt that I ever will.